G'day viewers. I've decided to start tonight. Well, it's actually tonight that I posted, but today's video with a rare inside fireside chat style introduction where you actually get to see my ugly mug. What I wanted to talk about, you'll notice that things have been a bit quiet on our YouTube channel here at the Manor. That's not because things are not happening. Nay, contraire. Much has happened and much more is planned to happen. So if you stick around for a while, I'll show you what we've been doing. G'day folks, Andy here from McDowell Manor. So that's the inverter, switchboard as it turns out. There's the inverter for the 5.6 kilowatt solar system that we've got here on the Manor. Had that for about 7 years now. We've had a huge development, and I have in fact added another 6.6 kilowatts on the roof. So that's over 11 kilowatts of solar panels up there now. But best of all, we added a 10 kilowatt battery to the system. So pretty much I'm using only late at night very minimal power, and most of that will be offset. The cost that'll be offset by what we feed back into the grid, which is a huge amount of power. So that's very exciting. Get closer to the dream of living off-grid in the city. So apart from the solar system, the other thing, big thing that's happening soon is, as you can see, and regular viewers have heard me saying for a long time, this side gets no sun. This is the south side. So the plan is that all of this pretty much is going to go. So the central garden here, which is the pomegranate and the feijoa, that's going. The little orange beside it, I'm going to try and cut that right back to nothing and relocate it. That's him there. The peach is going, even though it's actually got peaches on. Rosie's decided she doesn't want it, and I don't blame her, quite frankly. So it's going. This garden's going. The arbour, which is in need of a bit of work anyway, is going. The pizza oven is going. The reason being, it sounds really stupid to get rid of a beautiful big pizza oven, doesn't it? That pizza oven takes 3 hours to heat up properly. We just don't plan 4 hours ahead to have pizza, and even then the amount of wood you got to chop up to get it that hot is just ridiculous. The fig's going. The lemon, believe it or not, is going as well. And I hear you say, but Andy, your mug, it's covered in fruit. Yes, it is, it is. It's a Lisbon, and the skin's really thick. Great for zesting. There's not much juice in it. So Rosie would like a new one, and I thought, well, if we're doing all this, we may as well do that at the same time. The lemonade tree will stay. It's an excellent producer, even over here in the shade. You can see we've still got some on, but there's also flowers in abundance. The lime, I think, is staying as well. But these garden beds and the seat will be rebuilt. That'll let me pull some of that irrigation pipe out of there because the grapefruit's going. And my old work desk, which is pretty much fallen apart now, it's going too. Right, so that's the centre. Now the other thing that's happened is, over the years, I'll just finish polish off here, that bed will go, and it'll be replaced. The compost bin, believe it or not, is staying. So the beds along the back wall do actually get some sun, so there'll be just one big long bed all the way along this retaining wall. and that'll be able to be veggie patch, because even in winter that gets sun. Over here, yes, the chicken house, the chook's house is going. It's got old, you can see it's half fallen down now. Virtually a very similar design will be rebuilt, but it'll be located off that rock ledge and we'll just move it over. The aquaponics is going. You can see it's got no hope in winter. The water has trouble warming up in winter, so this whole thing will be pulled down, decommissioned, and a much smaller, more manageable version will be put on the north side of the yard. The guava dew tree I'd like to keep. The old man saltbush, midgeonberry I'd like to keep. I will definitely be keeping my dwarf coconut palm, and I'll keep my Peruvian apple cactus as well. Believe it or not, the quail house is also going, so it too will be rebuilt properly, pretty much in the same location, but instead of stopping here, it'll be one level and go the whole way up to the wall here. And like I said, that bed won't be there, so the chicken house will just be back onto the quail house here now. We'll have a walkway between the quail house and where the chicken house starts. That'll allow us to put the food storage for the birds in there. And that's pretty much it. But this hedge will be all tidied up along the top there, so I can actually get in there and keep it trim and proper. It's bloody hard to do it from the bottom. I'll take you back round to the top of that wall where I've been shoving grow bags. I'm tempted I might actually, I've been talking to Vivian from Brisbane Local Food about the idea, I might actually set up a tuber bed up there. So grow turmeric, arrowroot, that kind of thing up there. I think that'll probably be a hit. There's an olive tree there that's sort of struggling along. The avocado tree it'll become a giveaway, because I've got one on the other side that's doing much better than that one in the back. And this little bloke will probably become a giveaway too. He's another avocado. Things like the seat, we'll finally get I was going to say a rude word. We'll get rid of them. So this will all be tidied up, but it will certainly set back the gardens. But it is what it is. I'll take you on the north side and show you the plan over there. Garden bed runs from one end right the way down to about the halfway mark. Then it stops, and that's where the grow bags are in. So we're actually going to continue that on down to meet the other one right at the far end there. And a lot of these grow bags will temporarily go, and any of the good plants like the peanut butter bush that she likes, and the citrus, the better performing of the citrus, will go in the new rebuilt long bed. This little fellow, which is a lychee, will definitely be a keeper. So yeah, the world's, and stuff like the ginger can just go up on the top of the retaining wall in the bloody tuber bed. And this stuff will all be left here. Won't need to disturb the bees at all or any of that sort of business. So we're looking like that's the overall plan. It's going to be a big one. Rosie's decided she'll actually pay to get it done. I've started getting a bit more serious again. You can see that's coming back to life. So I have actually started limited use of sprays now, just to make sure I'm knocking over the worst of the buds. God, you wouldn't know it was winter. Geez, we've got beautiful sun. When the wind's blowing, it really is lovely. It's almost t-shirt weather. Silver beet's going all right. That's a carrot, that little guy in there. So yeah, folks, that's the plan. So as that sort of unfolds, I'll keep you up to date with that. The aquaponics, I think I'll stick in this bed somewhere out of the way, so probably in a spare space like that. it'll be much smaller. It'll be based on the IBC with the, you know, the carrier, the big sort of square tub. Cut the top third off, flip that over. That'll be the grow bed. It'll get plenty of sun here, and away it'll go. That's the avocado tree that I was saying. The one that actually is doing quite well is, of course, in the ground. Right, folks, there's the plan. Hopefully that's of some vague interest to you. And we'll plot the progress. I think it starts in about 3 weeks, so we'll plot the progress as it comes along. All right, well, you folks have a good one, eh? Hooroo.